We all have secrets we'll never tell anyone, don't we? But what would happen if someone found out your terrible secret? And it wouldn't be a random person, but your own worst enemy, your sister. I mean, it sounds unbelievable, but my sister Tara has ruined my life, turned everything upside down, and I even wanted to flee from the city from such an embarrassment. But first things first. My name is Jack, and with me, my older sister is also part of my family, unfortunately. I'll be honest, I seriously doubt we're related. I think she was switched at the maternity hospital or something like that. But a person can't be so different from me, can they? On the outside, we are very different. I'm shy and overly punctual. Tara's like a scorpion, weird and stingy and pounces on everybody. Not a day goes by that she doesn't get into a fight or have an argument with someone. Because of her shenanigans, mom and dad are always called to school to the principal's office. Besides her explosive nature, Tara loved to fight, not just to scratch or send everyone away, but to unleash her arms, like in Mortal Kombat, for example, and to hiss at her adversary in front of everyone. She once beat up our main authority figure, Max, and that guy's the main bully. After that incident, he had transferred to another school because of the embarrassment. Can you believe that? I'll be honest, I couldn't stand her. My classmates always laughed at me because of her, saying that my sister had taken all my courage and strength and left me with the only weird and weak one. Tara also disliked me because of my excessive kindness and being a nice guy. I mean, like that's a bad thing. Calling me a stooge. This went on for a long time until an unpleasant event occurred. My biggest secret was that I was in love with Tara's best friend. She was 2 years older than me, just beautiful and really smart. This girl seemed to have a perfect combination of all the best qualities in a person, and in love. But so what? It happens all the time, you'll say. But that's not all. The fact that at the sight of Lucy, that's her name, I just lost speech and just had butterflies in my stomach. I was very angry at my behavior, but there was nothing I could do about it. Every time I saw her, I just ran away because I was too nervous. And then I decided to do one trick. I created an Instagram page, threw in a photo of some handsome guy who's muscular, and threw a request to Lucy. There were lots of photos, like I'm at a resort, in a restaurant, here I win first place in a CrossFit competition, in a restaurant, and here I win a medal for bravery. All in all, the perfect guy for the perfect girl. Pity, a fictional one. Lucy added me right away and immediately asked, "Who are you?" After reciting a couple of quotes about being good with girls and pickup, I began to impress the girl. Communication swirled and we started texting almost every hour. I read every message she sends with a smile on my face, and my sister Tara looked at me suspiciously, always teasing. "You must have been texted by the Ministry of Emergency Situations about the coming storm." Okay, and you're glad you did. Grab an umbrella with you. Maybe lightning will strike and you'll fly to another planet. Your smile is so stupid. I think you're really stupid. Oh yeah, by the way, you're really stupid. I forgot to mention that. For the first time in a long time, I didn't care about my sister's dumb jokes. I was happy, hiding behind the mask of an imaginary macho hero. One day, Lucy came to visit, and she and Tara started whispering in the hallway. I hid behind the door. Lucy was raving about the handsome Nick she'd been talking to for the past 2 weeks, and she seemed to care about him and was looking forward to meeting him. Oh my God, and she had a crush on me. I blushed and my heart raced. She liked the nickname and she was into me. Wait, stop. A moment later, I realized that Nick was nothing more than an image. I saddened, realizing that my dreams were meant to be and that Lucy wasn't in love with me, but with a guy I was pretending to be. "What are you doing here? Eavesdropping?" Tara's voice woke me up all at once. I blushed, seeing Lucy laughing and Tara standing in front of me, staring at me angrily, looking me straight in the eye. I ran to my room in shame. I sat in my room all day, not wanting to see Tara and listen to her horrible jokes. What a nasty girl, always sticking her nose where it doesn't belong. I was so angry. Once, I was sure the voices were quiet in the living room. I made my way downstairs. War is war, and food is on schedule. I sliced some sausage and made a sandwich and was just sitting down to eat it when I heard Tara laughing loudly. She was laughing so hard I thought it was a little suspicious. "You idiot, that's how you get caught, you weirdo. My brother Jack is actually Nick." I realized that and ran into the room. Tara was standing there with my phone in her hand, laughing like a horse. She was reading it intently and laughing as if she'd read my correspondence with an alien. Oh, and did I mention that I hated my sister? All the more reason to hate her. Why the hell are you reading other people's emails and texts? I rushed in screaming, trying to take my phone away, but my sister was stronger and wouldn't let go of the phone. There was a struggle, which I was losing. Suddenly, Tara managed to get out and she ran out of the room, locking me in. She said through laughter that she wouldn't tell Lucy anything if I did what she wanted. That's real blackmail. So unfair. I was angry, banging on the door and begging my sister to let me out, but Tara wouldn't listen. She insisted on her own terms and she said that she would only open the door if I agreed. After a while, unfortunately, I agreed. Walking out the room to the solemn shouts of my sister and picking up my phone, I felt terrible. Now Tara knows my secret, and she can blackmail me and pretty much get me to do anything she wants. And then the worst part started. Early in the morning, Tara came to my room and threw her sneakers on and told me in an orderly tone to wipe them off. Was she serious? I was about to complain when she pretended to dial Lucy's number. I immediately grabbed a rag and started cleaning Tara's shoes. You have no idea how bad I felt. And then her whims just got more and more intense. Doing her art homework, polishing her crooked nails, ironing her dress and shirts for the next day, doing the dishes. All day I had done nothing but indulge her desires. That was just the first day, and how many more were to come? In the evening, tired and madly offended, I was just going to his room when I heard a voice behind me. A story? I will not sleep without a fairy tale, my dear brother. God damn it! I wanted to hit her right in the head with the same book as her whole life flashed before her eyes. I couldn't take it anymore. I told Tara straight out that it was a real joke, that her place, another sister, would never have done this and stooped, and told her that a real sister would never blackmail her brother this way. I spoke without dots and commas, so much resentment and grievance had accumulated over the years of our hatred for each other. And suddenly I realized tears were streaming down my cheeks. Damn it, I'm crying! Tara, not expecting such a reaction, stood there in shock without uttering a word. I went to my room. The next morning, it was like my sister had been replaced. No jokes. She ate her breakfast in silence and looked at me with a guilty face. We boarded the bus, went to school together, also in silence, and then we were dispersed into our classrooms. For a moment, I thought my sister was ashamed of her behavior. Could it be? She has a heart? In the evening, Lucy texted me from her message and I was completely bewildered. Dear Nick, I've had so much fun talking to you. You're a very nice and intelligent guy, but all these messages aren't serious. No offense, but I just don't want to keep talking. What? I was at complete loss. I felt like Tara had something to do with it. I went to get an answer from my sister, who seemed to be waiting for me. Did you write it yet? So quickly? She said, yawning. What did you tell her? You're in love with my friend, and you don't even know she has a boyfriend. All those texts were just for fun, but when I found out you were writing to her, I got worried. If Scott, her boyfriend, a boxer, found out about it, you'd be hanging on the fence with no teeth. That's why I told Lucy to stop messaging you. But don't worry, she had no idea it was my little brother rolling in on her. With a sigh of relief or distress, I nodded my appreciation for Tara. That was the end of my deception, and I deleted Nick's social media page. Because honestly, I still prefer to keep my teeth and not get them beaten out of me by a boxer. Since then, Tara and I became more or less friends. If you liked the video, then please leave a like and comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe.